very good evening to you, South Africa, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Cars. We're back in Sandton at LMPF. I'm your host, Varushka Singh, otherwise known as Not a Car Spotter. In a few moments, we'll be sitting down with my next guest, who goes by the name of Mrinal, and he's from AfterHRS. Hello, Mrinal.
Hi V, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Alright, so I have a few questions lined up for you.
Right.
Are you ready for me?
Let's go.
Let's go. So let's talk about AfterHRS. What inspired you to come up with the idea of AfterHRS?
Cool, so basically it started off with two gentlemen, Josh and Wade, and how they started it off, they were two university students looking at Facebook videos of all these car meets in Tokyo and USA, all of those things, and they said, hey, you know what, why don't we bring this here? And I mean, as a joke, they actually did it and brought a big crowd. So that's what started it, and I don't think it'll ever end. I think that's what created a lot more car events happening today in South Africa.
That's true, because I've seen a lot of it, and it's different, it's unique, and it brings people together.
100%, and that's our aim, is to target the unbiased car community.
Right. So where does the name AfterHRS originate from?
So, in simple terms, we're all working before hours and we like to party after hours. So, car people like to party, and yeah, after hours is what happens.
That's such a cool concept.
Yeah, it was a very big brainstorming type of idea, but I think it nailed that one. The gents really nailed it when they said, let's do it after hours.
All right, I like that. All right, are your events open to anyone?
100%, it's open to anyone. I mean, kids, adults, elderly people, and like I said, we target the unbiased car community. So, yeah, open to anyone with any car, whether it's stock, whether it's modified, even if it's illegal. But yeah, it's open to anyone.
Yeah, because essentially I always feel and have felt that car meets bring a variety of people together, and we all embrace the same passion, which is loving cars.
100%. I mean, if you look at the Tokyo vibe, it's just all modified cars. You'll never see a stock car. And we said, we don't want to have that here. Let's have everyone, If you just started out in varsity and you're driving an Uno, bring it with.
Exactly.
Let everyone see it, Be proud of what you have, because not a lot of people have what you have.
I love that.
So, yeah.
All right. What is the ultimate goal for AfterHRS?
So the ultimate goal for AfterHRS is growing our car community, and like I say, I emphasize on the unbiased car community. We want to be open to everyone, we want to cater for everyone, and the goal is just to become bigger and more of bringing the car community together. A lot of people are still under the rock. They ask like, oh, what's AfterHRS? And be like, oh cool, you're driving a Mazda RX-8, you don't know AfterHRS? And then they'll be like, no, what is it? And you explain it to them, and then their eyes light up and they're like, wow, okay, I'm interested.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, bigger community.
All right, I get that. So are you ready to talk about classic cars?
I'm ready.
All right, let's talk classic cars then. All right, what is your favorite classic car of all time?
So I'll tell you a quick story. It started off with the E30. It was a dream car. I loved it just being a classic car. And one day I stumbled upon the E12s and the E28 BMWs. They call them the shark looking cars. Oh, what a beautiful car that is. I don't know, it's a mixture of the box shaped look of the E30s and just elegance all over, luxury with the whole box shaped thing. So the E28, E12 BMWs, it's one of my favorite classic cars.
All right, that's nice. So between the 1979 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 or the Monte Carlo Chevrolet, which one are you picking and why?
Definitely Monte Carlo. It's featured in so many movies, and I mean the performance upgrades you can do to that car, even the look, it's simplistic but mean at the same time. So definitely the Monte Carlo.
All right, interesting. Well, let's talk modern classic cars. So you seem to be a huge fan of the BMW E36, and you are a proud owner of one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Could you please tell us more about it and why this car appeals to you so much?
Right, so when I was very young, my parents owned two E36s, one 318 IS in a very iconic British green or bottle green, and the other one was a henna red 316i with a full M kit on it. So yeah, majority of my life I grew up being in those cars, and being a car fanatic, it drove a lot of passion towards classic cars, that almost being a classic car. And yeah, we met up in an accident in 2010 on my birthday, and this guy wrote off one of the E36s that we had from brand new. And yeah, for the remaining years of not having that car, seeing it on the road, it really broke our hearts. And one day I just said, you know, I really want to get this car. It's my dream car now. And one day I stumbled upon this 328 in the color I really wanted, and that's how I managed to get it.
That's amazing. It's amazing how when you have that vision to own something, go out there and you get it.
Manifestations, 100%.
I love that. So let's talk modern and electric cars. What are your thoughts on electric cars?
Yo, in the beginning, I really hated it. Absolutely hated it. I
Same
love
club.
sound. I have loud cars. So, I don't think I'd ever go near an electric car in terms of, you know, purchasing one or possibly owning at some stage. But I think my liking towards electric cars came when Tesla came into the picture, more performance-wise. So I'm really starting to enjoy electric cars, but now mostly on the Porsche side and the Audi side with their electric cars. They look quite beautiful and more appealing to the idea.
Yeah. I think a few years ago it would have been a different story, because I'm definitely not open-minded to electric cars, because just like you, I love cars as the way they are in terms of noise, in terms of everything. And I feel, yes, electric cars are the future, but I don't really want to think about that right now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wanted to drive a Prius.
No,
So, yeah.
Definitely. So if you had to choose between a Taycan Turbo S and a Tesla Model S, which one are you picking and why?
Most definitely the Porsche. It looks way better than the
Same
Tesla.
club.
Most definitely better than the Teslas. You know, sorry to Elon Musk, but Porsche killed it, and I think they're always killing it in every car they come out. So even if they bring a GT3 RS in electrical, I mean, that's amazing. It's a GT3 RS, but it's gonna look fire. So yeah, most definitely
That
the
would
Porsche.
actually be really interesting.
I hope they're listening. So yeah.
So I have a quiz lined up for
All right.
you. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, I'm sure you'll do fine.
All right, let's see.
All right, first question up. Which animal features in the logo of Lamborghini?
Oh, I want to purposefully get this wrong because of you, but
I am the Raging Bull fan.
I don't know if we're gonna be friends after this, but yeah. I mean, you gave the answer right now, so it's a Raging Bull. 100%.
Yes, the one and only, and that is correct. Okay. What is the original color on Ferrari models?
Red.
Yes, that is correct. Which iconic car manufacturer also made airplane engines?
Rolls-Royce.
That is correct. Wow, well done. All right. What is the world's best-selling car?
Oh, yeah. Funny enough, I own one. It's a Toyota Corolla.
Wow, that is correct.
Yeah, it took me a while to think about it. Like, oh yeah. But
All
yeah.
right. Excellent. What does Volkswagen mean?
I think it brings people together, or a community of people, or something like that.
Yes, the People's Car Company.
People's
So,
okay.
that's
Almost there.
technically right. So, what is best-selling electric car in history?
Sure, I'd love to say the Prius, but it's actually the Tesla Model 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's the Tesla Model Y.
Why? Oh, okay, okay.
Yes.
I thought it was the 3, but okay.
Almost there. And your last question is, what does BMW stand for?
I can't say it in German, but the English version is Bavarian Motor Works.
That's correct. And you have answered all your questions, and that concludes our
cool.
interview.
Thank you.
Mrinal, thank you so much for sitting down with me today and telling us more about yourself and After Hours.
Thank you so much for having me and my team, obviously not here, but thank you for representing us.
You're welcome.
Cool.